guys, we are in the gaming theatre for the last time in 2024. That's right, this is the final video of 2024 for this channel at least. I have plans for 2025. I cannot wait for you guys to see. And the way we're going to do this is we are actually going to do our very first year-end review. You might be thinking, Lou, what is a year-end review? Well, a year-end review is where each year, near the end of December, in the start of the new year, we will go around the room, we will go through every single item in the collection in the room to show you all the updates, the changes that happens in this room, because sometimes in the gaming theatre, things change. We had some things leave, we had some things arrive, we had some things differently, and we have some things rearranged. We will see that as we go through. We will go through all the games I've got, all the things digitally as well as digitally on handhelds, etc. Plushes, merchandise, the whole shebang. I will go through it each year. So, naturally, let's start off with the door. The door is where we enter through the gaming theatre. It just has my usual essentials, my flat caps, my bags, my classic Sonic bag, my Mickey leather jacket, my Ernie onesie and my dressing gown of Sonic. My main bag being the Sonic the Hedgehog bag from Loungefly. This is the only Loungefly I own. I don't plan on owning any other Loungeflies because they're quite expensive. They go for around 80 to 60 pounds in the United Kingdom, maybe more in the US. I own a matching Sonic Loungefly that I bought for 30. It's pretty cool and I love a Loungefly. They make these really cool bags. They're very detailed and everything. Mine's like got like a little fur for Sonic's quills. Now let's move on to the drawers. Well, the closets basically. I've got two posters up at the minute. We've got one of Sonic the Hedgehog, which has the IDW designs of, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Blaze, Amy, Silver, Vector, Espio, Charmy, Shadow, Rouge, Tangle, Whisper, Big, Espio, Froggy, Omega, and Dark Chow, Hero Chow. For some reason, they don't even have the neutral Chow for some reason, but they've got all the Wisps, which I like. And of course, this poster is of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, one of my favourite TV shows that I love and adore so much, because I do puppetry and I love puppet shows, and this is a really good one and I recommend it to all. Now, let's go through this first one, which I'm really excited to show off. This shows off all of my physical media, basically Blu-rays, DVDs, and games. But the bottom drawer has some different stuff, like my Deadpool cosplay that I do for some shows. I do it in conventions. It's really awesome. It's very fun. Back here, we've got the still sealed Yellow Guy plush from Kid Robot. I still have it. I still kept him sealed. I've not given it to anyone yet. Over here, we have a Piranha Plant puppet, which is really awesome. I've had it for a few years now. This Supersonic Squishy. And Jack Black, the action figure. This is it's actually a really decent figure, to be fair. You get a lot of articulation, and there's a button which makes him breathe fire, but I don't have any water in the back of him. It's really cool. Over here we have the video games. One thing I want to show off first is these are like the movie tickets that I've had in my IMAX cinema in the UK, in my town, because they've recently opened one in the start of 2024, and I've got every single one of them. I started off watching Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, then I've watched Furiosa and Mad Max Saga, then I've watched Deadpool and Wolverine in the IMAX 3D, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine a second time, and then, if you don't know, I did experience Sonic the Hedgehog 3 only a few days after it came out on December 23rd. I am going to be watching that again sometime next year, possibly, because I want to experience it again, because I don't know how long I've got left until I can, experience it again. It's a beautiful film. The review of Sonic Movie 3, spoiler review, will come out sometime in the start of 2025. Yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, these are all the tickets I've got. I plan to, collect them and, keep them. I still have my IMAX 3D glasses when I went to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. It's really awesome. We have a Buzz controller, because I love the Buzz series on PlayStation. I want them to bring that back, but knowing PlayStation, they won't bring back their classic ones. The first game we'll talk about is my only Atari 2600 game. We have Centipede. It's in decent condition. I don't know if it works. I don't own an Atari yet. Foreshadowing 2025. Okay, spoiler alert, I bought an Atari 2600 Junior, and I've bought some games. I've bought Missile Command, Asteroids, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Haunted House, that's the one. I've got more that I want to buy, like, I want to buy E.T., just so that I can say that I own the worst game in the world. I want to own Pac-Man, and there's some other games I want to get. Then we've got the Master System games. I don't have many, I've only got 3. One of them is playing right now, being Sonic the Hedgehog 2, one of the cool games on the Master System. We'll talk about that when we get to it. But for the games, I've got 3. One of them being Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, my favourite version of Castle of Illusion in my personal opinion. The music's just more, in my opinion, I just think the music's more lively, and I do love the sprite of Mickey Mouse that's been used in the Master System version, in my personal opinion, because I do love the Mickey Mouse games that Sega does. Sega does them quite good, to be fair, in my opinion. Then we've got Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which is a decent version of Sonic 1. It isn't the best, but the music is definitely good. And then, of course, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I do love Sonic 2 for the Master System. I personally do recommend it. It's not as good as the first one, but it is definitely decent for what you pay for. I believe I paid 6 for Castle of Illusion, I paid 10 for Sonic the Hedgehog, and I paid 8 for Sonic 2, I think. Sonic 2 is complete, that one isn't. But that's as far as my knowledge, at least. Over here we've got Wii, GameCube, my only PS2 copy, PS5 and PS4. On the top we've got my slipcover copy of Mario Sonic at the London 2012, my favourite Mario Sonic game ever. I love this one, the London 2012. I'm not being biased because I'm British, okay? You all can just shut up, okay? Next up we have my only Japanese GameCube game, being Mario Party 7. I did make a video about this in my channel if you want to take a look at that if you want. It does work because I have homebrewed my Wii, so it's region free and it'll play region free GameCube and Wii games. The look of the disc is beautiful, I think, and it's a really good copy. And of course it is complete, and I think it costed me £17, because Japanese copies of games go for really cheap, which really shocks me, because you don't think like import games cost more, will cost less. You think they cost more. But yeah. My only PS4 game being Sonic Colors Ultimate, a remastered of my favourite game of all time. Do I think it's better? Yes and no. Only because you get more in this game than you do on the Wii, but it plays worse than the Wii. That's what I was trying to say. But the DLC is not bad. It is complete. It's got the code for the Ultimate Icon Pack, which I have claimed, so you don't have to nick it from me, because I don't think it would even work. Then we've got my only 3 PS5 games. I've finally been able to play Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I got it for Christmas. I'm really happy I played it. It is good so far from what I've played out of it. You get more out of it than the Wii. I do love Epic Mickey, and I love what they've done with him. I just wish they had... my only complaint on Rebrushed is if they added voice lines instead of just Mickey going... I just want Brett Iwan to just speak in that game, besides Epic Mickey 2. Then we've got Sonic Frontiers. This is definitely the Sonic game that kind of put Sonic back on the map, with help from Sonic Movie, which I do think is good. And Sonic Frontiers is good. I enjoy it. It's fantastic. I've 100% of it. It's an amazing game, and I think everyone else should give it a go. It's a more darker tone Sonic game than... well, definitely better than Forces. Definitely better than Forces. Then we got Sonic Superstars. I did get these games on launch as well. Sonic Superstars, it's a decent 3D classic Sonic game. It isn't like Sonic 4, which I can say is good, but I do love Sonic 4 in my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I do love Sonic for Episode 1. Childhood reasons, shoot me if you want. But yeah, Sonic Superstars is good. The DLC you get in this game is unreal. And of course they brought back Fang. They got a new character called Trip, and there's Robotnik. But no, the fact they actually brought back Fang is crazy to me. Then we got one of the rarest things in my collection, being the McDonald's Happy Disc that you get in the PS2. It is complete. I don't know if it works because, of course, at the time when I had a PS2 in the Lou John 12 days, mine wasn't region free. Let me just sort this out. There you go. But yeah, then we've got Sonic Adventure DX. I love it, in my opinion. I love Sonic Adventure. It's my second favourite Sonic game of all time. Mainly for the fact of the story. I love how there's multiple stories that connect to one in the very end. And I love that in a Sonic game. I wish they do that again and make a Sonic Adventure 3, but obviously we're not going to get that. You might be thinking, oh, do you have Sonic Adventure 2? Have you played that? I've played it before. I've just not gotten far in it, so I don't know much about it, but I do know the story. But yeah, I love Sonic Adventure DX. I recommend it, but people say play the Dreamcast version, but in my opinion, I've always grown up with the GameCube and, you know, PS3, Xbox, Steam. Because I own this game on Steam as well as SA2. Wii games, I've got Knight's Journey of Dreams. It's a really good sequel to the Knight series. I love Sega characters like Knights and Amigo, for example. They're my two favourites besides Sonic. I've also got Mario Sonic the Olympic Games. Great games. Winter, London, great games. They just kind of killed it off when Sochi appeared. I think it's when it died down. Pac-Man Party, one of the good non-Mario Party games in my opinion. I recommend it. Samba de Amigo, it's a decent version of Samba de Amigo. I just think, I mean, the models are good. I just think Party Central kind of done a bit more, which I think is good. Sonic All-Stars Racing, not the best version, but obviously the 360 version is way better. Colors, everyone knows how I love Colors. I love it to pieces. I recommend it. Beautiful game. Up here, we've got my Blu-ray movies, my DVDs. We'll go from DVDs first. I've got Vintage Mickey, which is a DVD which has a bunch of the classic 20s and 30s Mickey cartoons. Because personally, in my opinion, my favourite version of Mickey is the 20s and 30s version. Living in Colour, which has a bunch of the stuff in colour. A lot of Sonic DVDs. I've got Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X Volume 1 through 4, which just has 2 episodes each, which is really shit. These are from my childhood. Sonic Boom Volume 1, Underground, Sonic to the Rescue, my only US DVD, which doesn't work unless you've got a PC or a Region 3 DVD player. A sealed copy of Sonic 2, Sonic Christmas Blast, and the Olympics 2012 broadcaster, which is really cool. Blu-rays, I've got Deadpool and Wolverine, Muppets Most Wanted, Wreck-It Ralph, Original Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Knuckles. I do have the Knuckles series. In my opinion, Knuckles doesn't even have much screen time in this. They should just call it Wade Whipple, the series featuring Knuckles. That's just what I think it is, because obviously it's about Wade Whipple, the side cop that shows up. Obviously, it's got the OVA Treasure Hunting Hat, which I do love that they kind of brought that in the Sonic movie universe. Peter Kay Live. If you are from the UK, if you know, you know. Garlic bread, it's the future, lads. If you're from the UK, you know, you know. If you're from America, please watch Peter Kay. You'll thank me later. Pixels, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. Don't ask, I just do. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, great film. Obviously, I've got Sonic Movie 1 and 2. Great films. Watch it. If you haven't, what are you doing? Original Space Jam. Great film. Love it. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Across Spider-Verse. Can't wait for Beyond. Please bring that here, honestly. Ted 1, Ted 2. Great comedy films. The Mario Bros. Movie. Shit. Personally, my opinions on this movie. It's not bad, but it's not fantastic. Obviously, there's a sequel coming out, what is it, next year or the year after? I think, I can't remember. But I want to know if the sequel's going to be way better. I hope it's going to be way better, but we'll just have to see. And then you're going to laugh at me for this, but this is from childhood that I recently bought, I think 2 years ago. This is a Daily Mirror Children's Favourites DVD, which has Barney and Rubber Dubbers, because in my childhood, we used to have these in the Daily Mirror magazine, and it came with 3 DVDs of children's shows. This is from my childhood of Barney and Rubber Dubbers. This show was peak fiction when I was a kid, honestly. It is so cool. I recommend it to you guys. I've got other bits and pieces in here, which I would be bothered taking out, but that's got some, like, comics and books, like, you know, Spider-Gwen, Sonic, Homie, other things like CDs, which has ones of Deadpool, Sonic, other ones. It's really cool, and I've got some other bits and pieces, like my nunchucks, my puppets from years ago, but yeah, that's basically it for this bit. Next up, it isn't going to take long for this one, because it's a bit jumbled up. we've got some merchandise here, like the Sonic Light, some of my clothes, the Sonic G Fuel cans and Pac-Man cans. These are the only ones I've had. The cable guys of Sonic, Banjo, Kazooie, and Mickey, and this 3D printed Sonic statue that my uncle made for me. Shout out to him. He absolutely knocked this out of the park. I love this. It looks beautiful. Some other bits and pieces like some Sonic Happy Meal toys, some movie merch like the movie cup from movie 1, some other like wall displays which doesn't fucking work, some McDonald's Happy Meal toys that we've had in the UK because obviously Americans, you got the plastic ones, you fucking bastards. My binder which has some stuff from Disney Lorcana, and some miscellaneous figures like there's Donkey Kong, a Pac-Man face, a Dreamcast controller. I don't have no words for that. Some Mario movie stuff. Yeah, it's got a bunch of mishmash of bits. Now we have the only console plugged in here at the moment being my Sega Master System. Oh, shit. Oh, I reset it. Oh fuck, hang on. Basically, it's my Sega Master System Model 2. I've had this for years. Honestly, I've had so much memories with this system. It used to be my mum's, and I feel so lucky that I own this completely. It is playing Sonic 2. It's just got so many good games on this, and this controller is also really nice. Yeah, so this will be where the Atari will be if I want to switch out games and all that. My pin collection, it is really cool. I rarely show this off, to be fair, because I do collect pins. There's another thing I collect. Got some Mickey Mouse ones, some miscellaneous ones, if you recognise any of them. We've got some of the ones like Zippy from Rainbow, Ghostbusters, Sideshow Bob. This really rare Mario Sonic Olympic Games promo pin. Some bootleg Mario ones, Mario and Yoshi, Mario 64 DS, Elephant Mario, Mario Maker pre-order. Banjo Kazooie, Amigo from Sam & Amigo, Cookie Monster. Some of the ones like these Sonic and Tails Halloween and Christmas ones, Shadow, Silver, Relaxing Sonic, Surfing Sonic, Sonic Movie 2, Halloween Pirate Knuckles, and yeah. And up here is something really special. This is a signed print of Phil Fletcher, the puppeteer, who plays Hacker the Dog and Sooty and Sweep. I don't know who this guy is, but he's also from a TV show. If you don't know him, I recommend you look him up. He's a really great puppeteer. He's worked on Dark Crystal with Jim Henson. He's a great guy, and I met him at Comic-Con, and I was able to meet him. I had a picture with him as well. It was really fun. He signed it to me as Hacker, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, shout out to Phil Fletcher for that. It is amazing, and it lives on the wall of fame. Over here, we have the Jack-specific Sonic the Hedgehog 4-inch figure collection. I don't have all of them. I am missing a couple, being Mephiles and Jet the Hawk, because they are difficult to find. Some of them are easy to find and come by, but some are really difficult. We have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream, Shadow, Rouge, Silver, and Blaze. Some of these figures are really difficult to come by, like Silver and Rouge. They're really difficult because they've released twice. Amy's released a few times, Sonic released a number of times, same with Shadow and Tails and Knuckles. Cream only released once, and the same with Blaze. Blaze is one of my favourites. She's always been one of my favourite girl Sonic characters in my opinion. I've grown to love Shadow more and more with the help of the Year of Shadow. Cream the Rabbit's a really cool figure, and Rouge is awesome. I love Silver to pieces. Sonic is awesome. I had to replace them once. I can't wait for the Soap Shoes Sonic to come out as well. Up here we have some other heroes like Big the Cat, Omega, Vector, Espio, and Charmy. We've got the villains like Eggman, Metal Sonic, and Neo Metal Sonic. Chaos Zero, Neo Metal Sonic, Infinite, Burrowbot. The classic characters, Class Sonic, Mighty, Ray, Heavy Gunner, Heavy King, Egg Robo, Mecha Sonic, and Fang the Sniper. That's all we've got on the 4-inch figures. Up here we've got Tubbs Sonic, Tubbs Knuckles, PCO Group Movie Sonic Original, Running Sonic, Keychain Sonic, 2.5-inch Movie 2 Super Sonic, New York City Prime Sonic, Rosaurus 1999, Sonic Adventure Sonic, this Omega figure, and this Sonic Movie 3 Jax figure is something special. If you press this button, he glows. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite Sonic figures I own. this Sonic Boom figure as well. Up here we have some other things like the Steamboat Willie Chibi plush, this out of box Funko Mickey, Metal Mario, these movie tube figures, and back here we have the child mascot Tails from Sonic Movie 3. Over here we've got some other figures like the Diamond Select Muppet figures, which I made a video on. I recommend you watch it. Someone's called Taku. I don't even watch Yu-Gi-Oh! SH Figure Arts Pac-Man figure. There's also is this glitching? I thought it was glitching at first. Other figures like the Jack-specific Mario movie Mario and Luigi, Taku Banjo, Disney Toy Box Mickey, NECA Alf, I can't wait for the NECA Ernie figure, Jack's Running Sonic, Super 7 Yakko, and Movie 3 5-inch Sonic and Shadow. Other stuff like the main plushes, if you remember, they're from Luigi 12, so yeah, I have told you they are still safe, as you can clearly see. Mario, Sine Mario All-Star, Jack's Mighty, Stubbins Banjo, Jazzwares Classic Sonic, and this Sackboy plush, this Beanie Baby, and the Sega Prize Japanese UFO catcher Simon Amigo plush. I'm so happy I own him. And this Funko cover of Mickey Mouse Disco, and this amazing art piece that a friend of mine gave me for my Christmas, as well as my birthday that's coming up. So she made me this shadow, which is really awesome. So over here we have some plushes. I'll try and go through this as quick as possible. We've got New York Prime Keychain Sonic plush, Build-A-Bear Sonic 2 plush, PCO Sonic Movie plush, Sonic Movie 2 Jumbo Sonic, Hand Arm Klinger Hand Sonic, Kid Robot Funny Sonic, Jazzwares Mon Sonic, Jack's Movie 1 Baby Sonic, Jack's Modern Sonic, GE Modern Sonic re-release, Classic Amy Jazzwares, Sega Prize Europe, Classic Sonic and Colourful Classic Sonic, Jack Specific Shadow, Ray, Knuckles from Tomei, this Disney World Mickey that our cousin gave me, an old Mickey that I've had for years, Jack's Goomba, All-Star Sine Yoshi, All-Star Sine Mega Man, Bootleg Rosalina, Goofy, Luigi, Cuphead, Crash Bandicoot. Got other ones like this Tutter from Bear in the Big Blue House, don't ask, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Bowser Jr. and Wario. Over here we've got a Mickey that I've had for years. You might have recognised him from Luigi 12, as well as just from Luigi 12 really. Some Sonic pillow stuff like this Jumbo Sonic from Jack's, Club Mochi Mochi Sonic Head plush. I want to get the Shadow one sooner, Amy. Sonic Head pillow, Sonic Squishmallow. Now over here we have the main front of the TV. Now I don't plan on showing off Wii, but we'll just go through it in a second. We have this fish aquarium lamp, which I have made a YouTube short on that. I recommend you check it out. It is really cool. We've got the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared Kid Robot plushes. We have Red Guy, Yellow Guy and Duck. I love these plushes so much. My Funko Pops, I've got Metal Sonic, I've got Silver back there as well. We've got Amy, Classic Sonic, Shadow, Banjo-Kazooie and Mickey Mouse. Got some Funko covers of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, Sonic the Hedgehog and Winnie the Pooh. Got the Sonic lamp, the Steamboat Willie plush as well as the really rare elusive Parappa the Rapper plush. Other things like my handhelds, my PS Vita, my Nintendo 2DS, my controllers being my PS5 controller, my Mario Wii remote, as well as my bootleg GameCube controller, which I plan to replace soon, my Wii remote, and my homebrewed modded Wii, and my PS5 disc edition. So let's actually go through. I won't be able to go through my Wii because my remote isn't working because of the batteries. I need to get new batteries, so yeah. PS5. Okay, so I've got some decent stuff on here, like media-wise. I've got things like YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, BBC iPlayer, Disney Plus, Sony Pictures Corp, Channel 4, Paramount Plus, Plex, PlayStation Videos, and Crunchyroll. Games, I've got a decent amount. I'm gonna go through just the ones in my library and not my collection because a lot of these aren't even downloaded. So, to spare you guys the trouble, we'll just go through install. So basically, I got Astrobot, which I personally recommend. It is a beautiful game. The references are amazing, and even Parappa the Rapper gets a reference, but he won't even get a third game, which is sad. Astro's Playroom, the game that you get when you get your PS5, it's a decent way to start it off. Crash Team Rumble, very fun game, I enjoy it, I recommend it to you guys. Cuphead, it's Cuphead, it's difficult, it's Cuphead. Epic Mickey Rebrushed, I've talked about that game. I won't talk about the games that I've already spoke about, like physical games. Disney Speedstorm, it's okay, it isn't the best to be fair. It's got Kermit the Frog, so it's definitely decent if it's got Kermit in it. Fall Guys, I rarely play it now, but it's decent for what it is. Fantavision, I don't think I've even played it, to be fair. FNAF Security Breach. To be fair, I've only played this game like a few times, and I've actually beaten the game, which I'm surprised. I rarely even play FNAF. Fortnite, I play it. It's just something that I just play just for the fun of it with some friends. I don't play it as much, only with friends. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I only play it because of it's got Mega Man 8, and it's my favorite Mega Man game of all time. If you didn't know, now you know. Multiverses, a really fun Smash Bros. Like Warner Bros. Game. I want the Animaniacs to be in it so badly. Pac-Man Museum Plus, a great collection game of Pac-Man games. Speaking of it, we've got Pac-Man World Repack, which is really also a fun game. Parappa the Rapper 1 and 2, everyone knows how I feel about Parappa 1 and 2. In my opinion, I prefer the second game than the first game. Personally, because of the story and design of Parappa. Parappa 1, it's just a remastered 4K of Parappa the Rapper, which is pretty good. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, which is a really fun game. I just wish they would do the Little Big Planet games again, but obviously they just like shut down the Little Big Planet 3, which is sad. I've basically got all of the Sonic games on PlayStation. I've got Mega Drive Classics, which has Sonic 1, 2, Spinball, and 3D Blast, and Mean Bean Machine. I've got other stuff like Streets of Rage, Altered Beast, Gunstar Hero, Toe Jam and Earl, and Golden Axe. Of course, we've got Colors Ultimate. Crap, hang on. Oh, hang on. Whoa, wait, whoa. Hang on. There you go. Colors Ultimate. I've got all the DLC. As you can see, it is really good. I love Colors Ultimate. I spent, right, 27 hours on this, Jesus, because it's quite quick to beat this game. Forces, it's just Forces. I don't know how to really explain it, but the DLC is free. Frontiers, I like Frontiers. Everyone knows how I feel about Frontiers. It's a fun game. I love it. Mania, personally with Mania, I just think I like Mania. I do. I just don't really play it as often as I should. Sonic Origins, it's got Sonic 1 through CD, like Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles and CD, as well as some Game Gear titles. Sonic Superstars, I've already spoke about this game. The DLC, holy shit, that is a lot. The digital art book and soundtrack, there's that, as well as the most recent Sonic game, Sonic X Shadow Generations, as well as the DLC, which is really good. I need also a little update on the review. On the review of Sonic X Shadow Generations, the animation is still in development. It's just, I'm expecting it to be done by the end of January. It's just taking a bit. We're taking our time with it. We want to try and give animation commentaries a go, but we'll just see from now. But yeah, so there's that. Then there's the art book and mini soundtrack, Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which is actually really fun to be fair. And then we've got Team Sonic Racing, and then we've got Undertale, which who hasn't played Undertale, it's really fun.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly go through my menus and apps on PS Vita and the 2DS. So on the PS Vita, the usual apps, it is homebrewed, so I have some of the extra things like H Encore Squared, Vita Shell, Adrenaline, PKGJ, Save Manager, Vita Deploy, RTLS, Enzo, Registry Editor. I need to get Adrenaline Bubble Manager. We'll go for Adrenaline in a second. We've got Twitch, Netflix, YouTube. The games, I've got Minecraft PS Vita Edition, Sonic Transformed, PlayStation All-Stars, Limbo, a very good indie title, I recommend that to all. We've got Downwell, that's another fun indie title, I love Downwell. We also got Atari Flashback Classics, because I do like Atari. Fez, Runner 2, Undertale, and Mutant Mudds Deluxe. Now, with Adrenaline, Adrenaline has all of like my PS1 and PSP games on this thing, so we're going to go through that really quickly. Then we'll go through with the 2DS. There you go. So over here we have Go to Memory Stick. We have Midway Arcade Treasures Extended Play. We have Pac-Man Championship Edition. Bomberman, which is a really fun title. I do love Bomberman. Jamalame, which is a really good PS1 title for the Parappa spin-off. Parappa the Rapper, the PSP version. Mega Man 8, my favourite Mega Man game of all time. No one can tell me otherwise. Namco Museum Volume 1. Pac-Man World, a really good Pac-Man game. Sonic Rivals 2, which is a good game. Rib Ribbon, which is people that made Parappa the Rapper. It's a really good ribbon game too. It looks like a Vectrex game, but it's really good. Mickey's Wild Adventure. It's basically Mickey Mania. They basically took the Sega CD copy and put it on that. That's the only way I can describe it. It's basically a beefed up version of the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive version. Mega Drive Collection, a really good collection title, and Sonic Rivals. So yeah, really good games. That's my PS Vita. And it's also the slim model, as you can possibly tell. I've had this for years and years since it came out. Now we are on my 2DS. Okay, let's actually go through this properly. So as you can tell, it is modded. We'll turn this up actually. I've got a Sonic theme and I've got the Sega CD background music. Got all these modded stuff. I've got the NES emulator, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive and Master System, Daedalus 64, which doesn't really work as well. MGDA, which is a Game Boy emulator. Got stuff like Flipnote 3D and YouTube. The games I've got a decent amount. I've got Echo 3D, I've got 3D Fantasy Zone 2, 3D Sonic 1, 3D Sonic 2, the fucking AVGN Adventures game, Box Boy, which is actually a really good Nintendo game to be fair. Cave Story, I've got it on my Wii as well. Epic Mickey Power of Illusion, one of my favourite Epic Mickey games in my opinion. Mario's like at the Rio 2016, which is a really good game. Mario Kart 7, it's Mario Kart 7. For some reason my copy of Painted Pajama doesn't pop up with an icon, don't know why. Mario Party Island Tour, which is a good game. Mutant Mudds, love Mutant Mudds, that's just one of their indie titles. New Super Mario Bros. 2, self-explanatory. Pac-Man Party 3D, Sega 3D Classics Collection, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. This is the version of it I grew up with, but I prefer the Vita version in my opinion. Sonic Generations, it isn't the best version of Generations, but it's definitely a decent version. Lost World, it's Sonic Lost World, how to explain it. Mario 3D Land, Mario Maker 3DS, Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS, and Tomodachi Life, and Ultimate NES Remix. Now we have original DS. Let's go through that. We've got Barman Blitz, ECDP McDonald's. The way I can explain this game is basically, keep in mind all these I own these games. Basically, this isn't really a game. It's more of a training game for people in Japan that was working at McDonald's. I found out this was like a piece of lost media, so I thought I'd get myself a copy of this game and put it on my 2DS in case it ended up going lost media again. But this is a training game of McDonald's. If you want me to make a video about it, I will, because it's actually really weird, it's really interesting. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Mario Luigi Partners in Time, my favourite Mario and Luigi game to be fair. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Mario Sonic Winter Olympics, Mario Kart DS, Mario Party DS, Mario vs Donkey Kong Mini March Again, Namco Museum DS, New Super Mario Bros, Clear Pop Fever, Sega Superstars Tennis, Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic Chronicles, fuck that game. Classics Collection, Sonic Colors, Rush Adventure, Sonic Rush, Space Invaders Extreme. I actually recommend this game. This game is actually really fun. Mario 64 DS, Escape, which is actually a decent DSi game. Virtual Console, I've got Balloon Fight for the NES, Donkey Kong, Mario Bros, Pac-Man, Mario 1, Mario Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, Tetris for the Game Boy, Game & Watch Gallery 2, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mean Bean Machine for the Game Gear, Sonic Blast, Sonic Drift 2, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Triple Trouble, and last but not least, Tails Adventure. So that's basically everything I have on my 2DS. I haven't recorded me actually getting this though, unfortunately. I wish I did, because it was actually really fun setting this up. But yeah, no, this is all the stuff I've got on my 2DS. This is my background. Hope you like it. It's a Sonic background. And of course, the background music is the Sega CD theme. But yeah, no, there you go.
So that is basically everything in the gaming theatre. Personally, I've enjoyed this year. This year was definitely a change, because obviously it's when we started this channel. I feel happy to have fans like you guys, old and new, and I'm really happy to be doing this with you guys, and I can't see this future. I still have plans for next year. Obviously, the Atari is coming. I've got a couple videos I've planned, like the Sonic Movie 3 spoiler review, as well as the Sonic X Shadow Generations video, which I have planned, as well as the trip video. I've not forgotten about that. I promise you all, I've not forgotten about that. So it will be coming, I promise. Yeah, I promise, guys, genuinely. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy 2024. I hope you guys have a happy new year. I hope you guys have a happy Christmas. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you next year, guys. Bye-bye.